Hello, hello, Stephanie Zima, my way of life coaching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to talk this week all about developing a brand in the online space. So, defining a personal brand, especially in network marketing or social selling or any kind of online business, is so crucial these days because the internet is so noisy. And in order for you to set yourself apart, you have to develop a brand that people can fall in love with, that people can like and trust and know. And there you have it. That's the reason why you need a brand. Okay. So if you are new to me, I am Stephanie Zima. I am a transformation coach helping online entrepreneurs, network marketers, social sellers, anyone who's wanting to improve their selling skills off the emotional roller coaster, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, all these kind of things, onto a solid foundation of confidence, clarity, and courage. Okay. Because if you are not having any confidence, no clarity, and no courage, you're not likely going to build the business that you're wanting to, because that is the foundation of which you need to build to get a thriving business and life, as a matter of fact. Because, building a business is tough itself. So if you do not enjoy it, chances are you're not going to be very much successful. So you have to learn how to enjoy your life as you are building your business. Okay. And having a brand is really a crucial cornerstone of that. To build a brand, here's what you need to do. Okay. First of all, you need to understand your why. You need to figure out exactly why it is that you do what you do. And questions that will help you get to your why would be, for example, why did you get into network marketing or social selling, whatever you want to call it? Why did you get into it? Why did you start? What personal experience or challenges have shaped your approach? So when you're thinking about it, why have you started? What is it that you're wanting to get out of it? How are you going to go about it? And why are you going to go about it that way? And why and how do you want to help others? That is really important to get clarity on. You have to ask yourself these questions to get the clarity. Because when you have the clarity on what your why is, why are you wanting to help other people achieve financial freedom, for example, right? And how are you going to do that? Maybe you want to do it by improving their mental health or giving women the tools to succeed in business while balancing family life. That would be, for example, something that I would want to do. I want you to be able to balance your family life and your business by being in control of your emotional triggers, being aware of your emotional paradigm that is influencing your every single day actions. That's why I help people to get from zero to hero, right? To zero, where are you at in your transformation journey, to being able to control the outcome and having the clarity and the strategy to have the outcome that they are wanting to achieve. That is what I'm all about. What is it for you? Why are you doing what you're doing? That is very, very crucial to even take some time. Maybe you need to, yes, you want to make some money, of course, but why? Why? What's the bigger picture? You need to get clarity on what a bigger picture would be. Okay. The reason why I say you need to have a bigger picture, let me just dive a little bit deeper into this, because I feel like you have heard this so many times. You've heard like, oh, pick a why that makes you cry. And then sometimes you're like, well, my why is that I need to make money because I cannot put any Christmas present under the table, right? Or under the tree. Well, that is a really important thing. And the reason why you need to find a purpose, the reason why you need to find something deeper than that, than the actual money, is because if it was just the money, you would have already had it. Okay. If it was just going to make more money, you would have found yourself another job. You would have gone out and you would have done something. It wouldn't only be the money. The money alone is not going to give you enough of a push for you to get out of the comfort zone that you are in right now. Okay. Because it has to be something that is deeply, deeply pulling on you, because that way you are able to get intrinsic motivation. You get intrinsic, meaning from inside of you, the push to get up in the morning. Entrepreneurship, no one tells you what to do. No one is going to tell you, oh, you need to do this right now, right? Maybe you have an upline that is a little bit controlling. Maybe she will hold you accountable. However, most of the time it's your decision to get up, your decision to do the work, your decision to make a post, your decision to ask a question, your decision. And how are you going to get that motivation, right? The motivation needs to come from inside of you, because your upline may not be consistent. Your upline may fall off the face of the earth, and to really dig deep, why are you doing what you're doing? And what impact that will have on your specific life will give you an intrinsic motivation. That means you stand up and you start fighting. So I'm going to give you a quick example on my why, so you can see the magnitude. Okay. I tell you a story. When my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, we flew immediately over to Germany and we stayed there 6 months, my daughters and I. And for those 6 months, I've observed her and I've watched and helped her with the journey and all this stuff. And I've done a lot of thinking, and I saw there were so many moments that she was having regrets, moments that she didn't grasp, moments that she wanted to have the time back, but she couldn't. She wasn't ready to die. Okay. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready mentally to say, you know what, I'm good to go now. And it was really hard to watch. It was really hard to watch. And at that time, my kids were still littler, and I always knew I wanted to do something. I always knew I wanted to make more money, to help others, and all that superficial blah blah that you tell yourself. However, I was digging deeper, and in that time, I was doing a mastermind training session with a mentor that asked me, what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? And I thought to myself, I'm like, ugh, this is hitting really deeply hard, right? What do I want people to say about me on my funeral? And that was so what kicked it off, like watching my mom going through these regrets. And for me, asking myself this question, what do I want people to say about me? It was super painful, because the thought surfaced of, I don't matter to people. And then I thought to myself, like, all I want to do is I want to matter in someone's life. Okay. And I want to matter in someone's life. And then I thought to myself, like, how do I matter in someone's life? And I started reflecting a little bit on, how do I matter? For who do I matter? Who do they forget about me once I pass? Do they carry something on? And then I started realizing, like, my kids are probably the ones that are going to carry on most of what I have been all about. So they're going to kind of carry on the legacy. So now creating a legacy business took on a complete different avenue for me. Okay. Because creating a legacy business wasn't just making a lot of money in my job, right? Creating a legacy business was actually me becoming the person that I needed to be, that I could be proud of myself with, and that I would want my kids to carry on with. So from my focus, my inner why and focus shifted from making a lot of money so we could do all the things that nobody cares about anyway, to I needed to become, and I'm still going to, it's still an ongoing journey because you never stop growing. I needed to grow into this person that my kids would be proud of one day, that I also would look back on my life and say, I've watched all these memories. I've done all the things that I wanted to do. I overcame my pain and my courage, and developed courage, and so on and so forth. And so that's where the why to make and create legacy got linked to my I do not want to be unknown, right? I want to matter in someone's life. I want to matter in someone's life. And the more I could focus on becoming the mom that my kids needed, and then they also carry that on and bring it to their children, and so their children, and so on and so forth. That was one of the drives, one of the whys as to why I needed to continue to walk it free, why I needed to continue to show up, right? You have to think about this for yourself in your business. Why do you want to help people be healthier? Why do you want to help people? And it has to have a very personal meaning to you, because here's the thing. When I wake up and I say, because discipline sometimes lacks, right? If I don't feel like it, I ask myself the question, like, am I going to be okay doing nothing today? Will I be okay when my kids copy that kind of behavior? Will I be okay with that? And it's messy, okay? This work, this job, this branding is messy. This branding of finding yourself is messy. But it's so, so, so important, because sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, it's sidestepped again. That I took on something from my old paradigm, something that I didn't want to take on and pass on, right? And I messed up. And I had to learn how to apologize to my kids for my behaviors, and how to redo it, and how to basically try to do overs, right? When I sidestepped, and forgive myself throughout it. So very, very, very important. Okay, so moving on, understand your why, make it personal for you. Very, very, very important. Step number two is you need to then identify your target audience. You cannot help everybody. And I know I tried for many, many years. I tried to help everybody because I have a core belief of no troll left behind. I am not excluding anybody. I want everyone to come with me. I want everyone to feel the same way as I do. However, truth to be told, not everyone wants to put that much of energy into their own growth. Okay, some people are okay with being where they are. Some people are not willing to do what it takes to grow themselves into the person that they can, or that they need to be, to do the job that they want to be, and to get paid for what they want to get paid, right? You have to have the desire to want to be the person that is doing the work and shows up every single day. So your ideal audience, my ideal audience, is someone that has the desire to grow personally into the person that they want to be. You need to decide that. Who are you talking to, right? Consider questions, for example, like, who's your ideal customer or downline? Who would you want to work with? Who or what problems do they face right now, and how can you solve them? What do they value the most? Is it flexibility? Is it financial independence? Is it personal growth? Is it health? Is it supplements? It's like, what is it? Is it beauty, right? If you're in the beauty industry, is it beauty? Is, confidence? What is it that they value? And how can you serve that? How can you bring that to the table? That is very important. So ideal customer. So first your why, then your ideal customer. Step number 3 is define your core values. Core values are so important for a brand. What do you stand for? What are your beliefs? Like I just said, one of my beliefs is no troll left behind, right? I still believe that. So within my ideal audience, I will still try to encourage everyone to come with me. However, I do know not everyone is going to come with me, right? That's okay. I can be okay with that. Now, your core values. What do you stand for? You have to get clarity on that. What do you stand for? What qualities do you want to be known for? Is it integrity? Is it empowerment? Is it growth? Is it authenticity? What do you want to stand for? When people think of you, what do you want them to think? How do you want people to feel like when they interact with you? Now, I want people to feel uplifted. I want people to feel encouraged and seen when they interact with me. However, my reality is not always the same thing because my brain is still preoccupied at times. My ways are still occupied. I am still not perfect. And I don't think anyone is ever going to be perfect. But you don't have to be. You just have to know what is it that you're striving for and then come up with strategies. Like, for example, every time you go through a door frame, you remember kindness, seen, right? Or you find trigger words, trigger things that will help you jog your memory as you try to implement these things that you want. This is like, see, sometimes I feel like we're like, oh, what's my brand? And then you think of something and then you expect it to be your brand and people know you right away. No, it takes time. You have to show up and 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 show up longer before people can see that. But maybe your brand is also evolving over time. Maybe you were something different in a little while ago, then you grow and then you level up, right? So you heal something, you connect with it, and then you level up. It's a flowing transformation journey. You start somewhere, you work with it, you level up, then you start again, you work somewhere and you level up. It's a constant movement, but it has a red line in between of what is your core beliefs. What do you stand for? I, for example, will always fight for people that can't stand up for themselves, right? And for me, it's like kids, for example. Kids, I will always fight for them. I will always try to help their moms and their parents to feel better about themselves so that they can be better parents for their kids, better moms for their kids, be stronger for them. Why? Because the kids need you. They don't have a chance if they don't have you. So if you are not functioning well and feeling happy and being well, then who are they going to be raised with? Strangers that you don't know of having your core values, and other people, right? Maybe the social medias. And I'm just like, horrifying, because guess what? What happens to your legacy? That's, for me, would be my ultimate failure. What happens to your legacy business, of business meaning your family? What happens to it, right? Your kids will not carry on what you brought to the table because they're going to hate it. So that's not, that would be my ultimate failure, right? Okay, so then number 4 is what you need to know is, what is your unique selling proposition? What is it that makes you equipped to be that person? I am equipped to teach you about personal development, A, because I have gone through this, B, I have the resilience growing up in a foster family over and over and over. I have adapted and adapted and adapted and adapted. I have healed and I have connected and I have leveled up over so many more times that I can't even count. So, that's life experience aside from my qualifications that I have through coaching careers and coaching certificates. But, what makes you unique? Not many people have had the extensive experience that I've had growing up with foster children, moving from country to country, growing up in a different culture, having gone through the abusive divorces, right? It's kind of like, not many people have had the same journey that I have. So I feel like I can help a lot of people. So that is my unique selling proposition. Now, what is yours? What are your skills? What are your experiences? What are your qualities that help you and make you stand out? Okay. How would you, for example, approach network marketing differently than others? See, I am so different because I am in a cold market all the time, right? I help network marketers that are not wanting to sell to friends and family. I help you be you, figure out your life, figure out your mission, figure out your values, and then get to be you online. And through that, you're going to be happier. Through that, you're going to enjoy your life and you're going to enjoy your business and you're going to have a purpose already. I'm getting you through these emotional states from zero, where you are in apathy and you don't really know what you want to do, all the way to where's your purpose and how do you find your motivation and not just have someone that needs to drag you along. See, because when you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to have that intrinsic motivation. No one is going to tell you. You also have to have the resilience that you need to just try things out and work with it, and make it happen, and be messy and be okay with that. You have to have the courage, you have to have the confidence, you have to have clarity, and you have to have the courage to show up. So what is your highlights? What is your unique selling proposition? Get clarity on that. And then you need to be consistent. You have to show up with your message and your voice consistency. Walk it free, where we heal, connect, and level up. Connect and level up. Connect and level up. Right? Heal, 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 connect, and level up. I keep repeating the same things over and over and over. Courage, clarity, confidence, courage, clarity, over and over and over and over. What is yours? Because I know resilience, perseverance, courage, clarity, confidence, these words over and over: heal, connect, level up, right? These words will drive, and they're not just for business, you guys. You have to have the courage to show up for your kids. You have to have the courage to show up for yourself. You have to have clarity. You have to have confidence. Okay? Those are life skills that you can use everywhere and anywhere. I keep repeating them. That is Walk It Free, because that is what my constant message is and what my voice is. And that is what I want for you, because I too want you to build a legacy business, not just with money. Money is just what comes for you as a reward later on. Okay? So you need to find that for yourself. You need to build an online presence, a strong online presence. Show this to others. Let others get to know you. Let them see you, hear you, look at you. Do videos. Let them see your passion. Do it online, do it on foot. I also make workshops for my church, for example, right? And that's just so that I can get in front of people. Do it over and over and over again. Build trust, because people know you're going to be showing up, and you're going to show up the same all the time, because it's you. It's authentically you. It's authentically you, who you are. Have the courage to be seen. Have the courage to be seen as you are. Okay? That's how you're going to avoid the regrets that you have later on. See, when I remember my mom, how she was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have still done all these things. Why didn't she? Okay, why didn't she? You need to be early on figuring out what's important to you in your life. What do you want? If today is your last day, what would you still have done? Did you do what's important to you? Did you, like in my case, did I hug my kids? Did I tell them I love them? Did I show up? Did I pray today? Yes, I did all those things. Okay. And that's what you need to do also. That is part of your brand. That is part of becoming a brand, who you are and what you need to do. This is where your solid foundation is. Because here's the thing, if you build your business based on who you are, it's not hard to show up every single day consistently, because you are you. And you actually find happiness because you feel good, because that makes it feels like home. You feel good about what you're doing. And even if you are not making the money that you want to make yet, or if you're not having the success yet, you still feel good about what you're doing. And that is where it's all at. That's the reason why I need to do that. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you today. Make sure that you are subscribing to the channel. Make sure you stick around, because tomorrow we're going to be talking about a little bit more and how to dive deeper into the subject of branding. And every single day there's a new video. Make sure you check that out, and I'll see you all alone. Bye.